Hello YouTube, clicked you back. So this is the insides of the Street Fighter 2 arcade stick. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 4 that I got off Tom. So I said there's a problem with it going, moving down. So I've stripped this back, had a look online, and there was some sort of guide to talk about the actual stick itself being faulty and all this kind of stuff. So I took the housing out of the stick. I mean, I checked all these connectors anyway, as best I could. Checked online, there was talk about the actual sort of stick itself having issues. So on above this has all got micro switches around it, and sits on top is this like restrictor plate. This is an absolute bastard to get off. It sits on these little lugs here, so you kind of have to prise them off fucking rock hard. But what you end up with is this. So this is like the controller board that obviously, all the micro switches communicate through into that, which then talks to the actual stick itself, which goes through the board there, and then obviously out to the PlayStation or whatever. So yeah, sometimes the micro switches fail, but as you can hear, they're all okay. And what it turns out is, luckily enough, when I say luckily enough, I mean at least I've identified what the fault is. On the base here, you can see the actual PCB. Obviously there's a connector port there, up, down, left, right. Now if you look really closely there, you can see that connector's broken, just there, look. And that's the down one there. So I've plugged this connector in as it is and moved my finger up, down, left, right. So I mean, you can see it's took a bit of a beating, to be fair. I'm guessing it's a bit of a failing on the design, but down is definitely took a right hammering. So I think if I drop a bit of solder onto that, I can reform that connection. Now, I'm not sure about durability. I don't know. It might be better just to solder it and fucking move the thing on. But again, the seal's been broken on the base of it. I don't know. CX will take it or what. I don't know. I'll have a think. I mean, I've got to see if it works first. So I'm pretty sure that's what the problem is. So put a bit of solder on it, and we'll see how we get on. Just to show you. So that's how we are. So that's like obviously the down. So if we look at the screen, that's moving me right. I can't move. I don't think I've got many ups. That's moving me right rather. And that's moving me left. Down doesn't work because there's no connector, and I haven't got any more menus for up, unfortunately, but up does work. There you go, see it's going up there. So yeah, pop a bit of solder on there and then fingers crossed. A little bit of solder, not the greatest job admittedly, but as you can see, going up, and now we're going down. So that's what the problem was. We've got left, we've got right, we've got down. There you go. So I try to go back together and see if it works. It's not the greatest. I don't know if I can smooth that over. I don't know. I don't really know enough about the mechanics of how that sits, so it's quite proud. But yeah, it's a bit of a bastard. It all back in together. So as you can see, you've got these fucking clasps. So you can see how a lot of that. Dig that out just to try and unclasp it. Pretty brutal, to be honest. It's not really meant to come off, and you can't really go in that way either, because apparently these have been epoxy resin sealed on. Someone did mention that. The only guide I found on there was to do with the actual joystick sticking, not responding. So obviously what's happened with this one is more wear and tear, I'm guessing. So yeah, I've plugged that back in very roughly, and it's still working. So hopefully we'll put it all back in, and then we'll have a butcher's at Street Fighter back in place now. I did fuck up. You see the connector there? That's obviously got to be facing out because it's the PCB, and it's symmetrical. It'll fit anywhere. So I had it pointing down here, covering the screw, and I sort of realised shit. So I had to take that top bit back off again. To be honest, second time around is a lot easier because obviously I've loosened a bit this. I mean, it's still rock solid, don't get me wrong, but obviously because the plastic's flexed a bit, so it's a little bit easy to get off. I must admit, the second time around, but yeah, don't make that same mistake. Always ensure that that's facing top right. I say, because the PCB where I soldered onto, it's just symmetrical, it will fit within that, you know, in any position. So lid's going to go back on, and then we're nearly done. Fucking PS3 bollocks installs God knows how many patches and updates. So yeah, just waiting for that to finish. And yeah, it's a nice stick. I don't think it's getting very good reviews though. I say, looking at it, just trying to find a fix. Yeah, it's a lot of people sort of said, oh, the buttons fail and all this kind of stuff. What a lot of people tend to do is just replace, I think it's the buttons and the stick with a Sanwa one. I'm not sure I can do that with this. It's just that PCB. So I would need a whole unit, and I'm not sure if it's just the stick or it's the whole unit. I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll look into. I don't know. We'll see how this performs anyway. 37%. Bloody hell. Be back in a bit. After about 50 hours, it's finally updated. Fucking hell, man. Obviously, the 360 does have a tendency to update a lot quicker, a lot more smoother. So yeah, here we go. So this is Super Street Fighter 4. So I'm hoping this stick works with it and everything that's okay. I mean, it's working in the menus, so I don't see why not. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to play with one hand, but yeah. So let's. Where's the start button on this thing anyway? There we go. Oh, it starts at the top end, right, okay. Yeah, okay, right, get on with it then. What are we doing? Saving, fucking hell. Saving. Arcade. Yes. Yeah, look, it's working. Ooh, Ryu, Ken, Ryu, Ken. All the old ones are here. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Another international fighting tournament, and it looks like SIN is behind this one.
Yeah, get on with it. Hacken.
The answer lies in the heart of battle. I am ready for action. Are you ready?
Yay, it's working. I've got pausing because I can't tell you what. So it's working. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. So I'm not sure how resilient it's going to be with that bit of solder on it. So I'm maybe a bit cheeky and fight up to CX. I'll probably just keep it, John, and have a look to sort of see if I can replace that PCB, because if that's all it is essentially. Take it easy, YouTube. Hope that might help some people anyway. See you soon. Bye.